And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Justin McCormick back again, and we got ourselves another matchup coming up. We are at the 500 mark, and we've got to continue to see if our changes to the football team and the lineups are going to continue to allow us to have winning ways, as we had a bit of a dominating performance against our last week's opponents. We're going to see if we can continue that trend here. So this week, week 9 is going to be the Storm. We're going to be going to Tampa Bay to see what we can do about them. We had a small alteration to the jersey. We'll definitely see that, but after coming off on that win last time, we get ourselves back up to 500 at a 3-3 record. Let's take a look at the before we do the rosters, let's go to the stat book first, because we haven't done that in quite some time. Let's see who leads the AFL. Best rating in the league is going to belong to the Crush's John Dutton. As most yards in the league right now, the only man over 2,000 is Clint Storner. He's got a big chunk there. Most touchdowns in the league, Matt DeRozio has got the most touchdown pass completions in the league thus far. Most interceptions, though, does go to Clint Storner, as he has been throwing a lot of passes for the team, for the Cats. Biggest completion, Matt DeRozio, the rush, able to actually have the best percentage. And then going to most sacks, it is Aaron Garcia, the New York Dragons. He's been sacked 12 times. Thankfully, Russell's only down there with 8, but he's still on the top, top 5. So that's still not the best thing in the world. Going to rushing now, Dan Alexander tied with Lonnie Ford for the most yards, but Lonnie Ford doesn't have the touchdowns like Alexander does, who has 11. Jamar Toombs right behind him with just under 100 yards and 7 touchdowns. And then for a number of fumbles in the league, most fumbles tied for the top is Toombs and Russell. Russell's been nailed a number of times losing the football. Receiving yards, most receptions go to Nelson and Ivory McCann of the SaberCats and Gladiators. Most yards, though, Joseph Burns has been getting the most yards, but we're moving him to defense. So that way we're going to have to try and see if we can get our other guys up there. Most touchdowns right now does look like it belongs to Joseph Burns, but Damian Harrell is probably going to get that from him in the next few weeks. As we're going to the blocking, Adam Metz again on the top with the most pancakes, as he's got one over on Greg Krause of the Avengers. He's got 19, Krause with 18, and then Morrison Porter both with 17. As for defensively, most tackles belongs to Charlie Carpenter. However, the most missed tackles, David Saunders has got 8 missed tackles. Most sacks in the lead, a bunch of people tied for 5th, including our own Jason Johnson. Then Jason McNamara of the SaberCats. Harold Van Diver of the Slash also has a spot. Jermaine Smith with 5. Delbert Cowset also has 5. Then the injured Howard Duncan, also with 5 sacks on the year, but he's going to be out for a bit. Most interceptions in the league, everybody tied at 4. Gus Washington, Zach Wicks, James Rowe, Maurice Brown, Jermaine Jones, and our own Victor Velcro all have 4 interceptions on the year so far. So definitely a lot of things going on in this one. Defensive touchdowns, though, Maurice Brown of the Dragons has got the most, as a lot of other players have 1. Definitely an interesting thing. So, greatest field goal percentage, no surprise here. The Slashes, Mackenzie Homebrecker with an 87% percentage. He's 14 for 16. The longest being a 60-yarder. That is the longest in the league. No blocks. He's got a perfect rating of extra points, as he has not had any trouble this year. So definitely happy to be seeing that. Now let's take a look at the roster of the opposing Tampa Bay Storms. Let's get down to it. As we bump over a couple spots, John Kaleo, the big veteran, 14-year pro, is probably going to be retiring sometime soon. But he's still a very good quarterback. He'll be the man leading the way. Steve Tillman and B.J. Simmons will be there. Kind of figure Simmons will not be seen today. Demetrius Bendross, offensive specialist and a big troublemaker. Hank Edwards will be behind him if he gets tired. T.J. Hill, defensive specialist, backed up by Fred Booker, and then Floyd Young will be there if need be. Marcus Grimm, the old lineman, will be there with Tom Briggs behind him. On the other side, Ernest Certain, as he will be doing what he can to block that right-hand side. And then up the middle, A.J. Ricker with Omar Smith backing him up if need be. Alvin Styles out with a season-ending injury, so he will not see action, as Jared Penwright will have to take over for him at the fullback spot, and then Ricardo Dickerson will come off the bench and be active in this game if he is needed, as the wide receiver linebacker spot's filled up by Scott Parker, and then the wide receiver D-backs are going to be filled by Terrell Shaw, and then Huey Whitaker will back him up there if need be. Leroy Smith is also going to be there, and then Tim Sater is going to be their kicker. He's definitely going to try to see if he can help out if need be. So let's get to the game, everybody. The Slash taking on the Tampa Bay Storm here as the trade deadline comes to an end. We'll see you on the field in just a few. And at the St. Pete Times Forum here in Tampa Bay, Florida. Definitely going to be a big matchup here as the Slash come into Tampa Bay to see if they can continue. They will try to see if they can put some wins together. As we decided to change our white stripe on the pants to the black one to match the stripes on the jersey. So we're going to go with that black theme there. And then the Tampa Bay Storm now taking the field. So Kaleo leading his guys out there. They're definitely going to see if they can come up with something here. As the Storm hoping to continue winning ways in the division. As we will call this one, we'll call it tails. It will be tails, so we'll get the ball. We're going to choose to actually defer because we've got to let our defense show this team what we got. With Joseph Burns out there on defense, we'll definitely see if we can keep things going. Georgia leading 4-5 the record. We're right behind them at 4-3, so we definitely got to see if we can come up with some kind of win here. As this kick will be up, and it will thankfully stay in play. As Bailey's going to get a small hit there. Bendross with the return. That's going to be a short gain to the 13. First down. And let's see what Kaleo and the offense can do here. As Bendross, Shaw out there, Parker to the right. And Kaleo getting ready here. Back to pass. He's going to see what he can do. He's going to lob that one to the right, but it is way out of reach. Incomplete. Looks like I tried to hit Parker on that one, but that was not going to work. Incomplete on that one. As Parker now on the other side. And Bendross will take off. There he goes. Going to throw that one over the middle. And that one's going to be caught. First down. Big gain there. And it's Bendross already starting off on a positive note with that catch. That'll put the ball on the 20-yard line. First down as they're in Slash territory already. Parker on that left-hand side. Bendross and Shaw to the right. And he's going to join them. There's going to be a short dump off, and Bendross will get it about 4-yard gain there. They'll give him 5 for that one. Barnes, Golston, and Van Diver out there on the line. We're going to see how they can do. Vendros off, and there he goes. Takes off now. He's going to threw that one short. Bonner was in front of it, knocked it down. As that was definitely not what they needed to do there. 3rd and 5 now. They've got to try and see if they can convert here on this one. All 3 receivers to the left. Shaw on the inside. Back to pass for Kaleo. He's going to throw that one in. That is going to be a touchdown. As the defense was not ready for that one, they had themselves in a bad position. So that is going to be a good little shot there. As Sater will kick this one up in and good. So Tampa Bay, first drive goes all the way down. And they score 7-0. As that one was a 16-yard pass from Kaleo to Parker. They go 5 plays, 38 yards, and score. As that'll go off the net. And then, Rutledge is going to get nailed at the 10. I was trying to see if I can get some blocking there, but that did not happen. So ball's going to be on the right hash. Rutledge, Velcro, and Bonner out there. See what Russell can do here on first down. And he's going to throw that one. He'll get rid of it just in time, but well defended. As that hit did not mean much there as Rutledge on the ground. And Velcro wants to fight. He's trying to protect his boy over there. So here we go. We'll go back to pass on that one. Russell's going to bomb that one deep. And Rutledge unable to hang on. Incomplete. Wow, that was not what we needed there. Let's see what we can do here on 3rd down. Maybe get something here. Russell's going to bomb that one deep, and he can't hang on. Boy, if he can't do that, we're going to have trouble. 4th down now, so we're going to have to kick this one. As this will be a huge kick here, about a 50-yarder. And that should be a straight enough kick. That will go up, in, and good. So the Slash able to at least walk away some points there. That was a nice kick. That definitely worked out. Alright, so Cincinnati actually able to score. The first drive didn't go anywhere, but they got a 55-yard field goal from Mackenzie Homebreaker. And that will definitely help out. Now the defense has got to see if they can hold them. Try to keep this game competitive if possible. And that kick will be a good one. It'll go straight enough. And that is going to be picked up, and Bendros will get tackled. Good hit there by Onomatopoeia. As we don't see too much of him as he's been mitigated to the back. You see Johnson up there on the front. He's ready to do some kind of damage here. As that is going to be back to pass. He'll throw that one to the left. Vendros has it. Easy catch. And that's going to be a big gain. 7 yards. 2nd down. The big issue here for the Slash is going to be trying to regulate this offense to kind of shorten them up. Man in motion. Everybody's going to bunch to the left there. That's going to be a short catch by Shaw. And Shaw's going to go over the wall. 1st down. Now, if they're going to continue to throw these short passes, I'm going to have to try and figure something else out. Vendros and Shaw to the right. Parker to the left. Parker will go in motion. And there they go. And that's going to be a huge hit. And there is a stacking penalty. So definitely was not good there, as the penalty on that one, the linebackers did something they wasn't supposed to be doing. So that's going to be a free set of downs there. And that's going to be a throw to Parker on that right-hand side. He's got another 7. That'll be 2nd and 3 now. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do. We got to try and get this Kaleo doing very good. 6 for 8, 61 yards and a touchdown. As Edwards is now in there. And they're going to hand that one off, and Penwright might have got a yard there, but he was nailed. Moss back there to make the tackle. As we have not been using Moss much in the offense. We've been using him on defense, though, as Moss has played there with Bonner. As it is going to be 2nd down, or 3rd down now, excuse me, and that's a good spin move. Penwright's going to get the 1st down, and he'll make it to the 5, maybe the 4. That's going to be 1st down and goal, as Tampa Bay looking to try and score here. Van Diver, Barnes, and Golston out there on the line. And they're going to toss this one out to the right, and Parker's going to get some good yards. Just shy of the goal line, though. So 2nd and goal now. So Parker, Freeborg, and Barnes are out there on the line. That's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Tampa Bay are threatening, and they lead it 7-3. All right, here we go. They're going to toss this one out to the left, and Parker will lose a bit. Velcro with a tackle. So that did not go anywhere. 3rd down now. If the Slash can hold them here, then this would be a good thing for them. 69 yards offense now for the Storm. And they're going to hand that off, and that's going to be Dickerson. Can't quite make it. It's a 4th down situation for them now. And they are going to try and go for it. They're on the goal line. Going to try and go for it here. They want to run it. They're going to hand off. That is going to be easy. He'll walk in. Touchdown, as there was no penetration on that one. So Tampa Bay definitely trying to see what they can do here to try and keep this lead. And that is going to be up in and good. Sater with a clean kick. And that'll make it 14-3. And that 1-yard run by Dickerson puts them up a little further. 10 plays, 40 yards. So it took them a minute. But they got it. As that'll go between the uprights and go out of bounds. So here we go. 1st down now. As disappointing on the 1st drive, not being able to have the completions we needed. We'll see how this thing goes this time. Bonner in motion. Russell will go back to pass here. Going to throw that one towards Rutledge. He'll get it that time, and he'll be taken out of the 20-yard line. 1st down. So that was a 15-yard gain on that play. And Russell going to see if he can do something this time. Back to pass here. Going to lob that one, and it will go to the end zone, but just overthrown, incomplete. So we're going to see what kind of routes and everything we can try and run here. Try to get somebody open on this one. See what we got this time. Here we go. Back to pass. They're going to launch that one, and that's going to find nobody, as Rutledge was being harassed over there. There's no way he was going to get open. Third down now. Slash have got to try and score here. They have got no choice, really. As Rutledge takes off, he's gonna get open there, but he's not gonna have more than a step, and he needed a bit more than that. So now the big question is, are we go for it here, or we try to see if we can kick another field goal? So fourth down, ball's on our own 20-yard line. We got to try and do something on this one. All right, going to go back to pass here. We'll throw that one. And, oh, that one picked off. That one's going to be picked off, and it looks like Whitaker's got it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 15. So, yeah, that did not work out. So now we got to try and see if we can cause some problems on the defensive side of things, as that was a huge turnover. Russell 1 for 8 on the day. He has got to throw better in this one. I've got to make some good decisions as well. And back to pass on that one. They're going to dump that off, and Smith will get it, but not much there, as he was held up against the wall. 2 yards maybe, but that'll make it 2nd and 8. Storm was 75 yards. The Slash only with 15 right now. And back to pass there. That's going to be a huge throw and touchdown. Velcro was out of position, and Parker with a catch. Now Tampa Bay's running away with this game. So now Slash going to be down by a huge chunk. As now they got to figure out what to do here. As Kaleo hits Parker on a 14-yard pass, they go 10 plays, 16 yards. And now Rutledge is going to get the kickoff here, and he's not going far at all. And I got to see what we can do here. Let's see if something can happen this time. And maybe see if we can bomb this one. Rutledge will get a step. He'll get it. Touchdown. That's going to be the most clean play that we've got right now, as that is going to be a touchdown. So they finally get something there. Now we got to see what else we can do. So that'll put them back within 11. So Homebreaker's going to kick that one. That'll be a nice straight kick, up in and good. So the Slash actually able to get some kind of offense going this time, but it took a big fat bomb out of it. One play, 42 yards, Russell to Rutledge, and they finally connected. As Russell has not been doing good at all today. He just really has not. And there's going to be a pretty poor kick there, but as that is going to be a good tackle there. Bendros goes down. Looks like Parker made the tackle. But that's going to be a good return out to the 20-yard line. As here we go. Now we got to see if the defense can do something. Kaleo out there ready to see what he can do this time. That's the 1-minute warning. 1 minute in this first half will be done. If we can get the ball back, we might be able to try and score once more, but we got to see what we can do. 21-10, the score. Tampa Bay leading it. Bendros takes off, and Kaleo in trouble. There's a sack. Huge sack there. And that was Harold Vandiver that made that sack. It was definitely a big one for him. That'll make it 59 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 14. Parker goes in motion. Vendross and Shaw to the right. That's going to be a throw there, and Parker's going to make the catch. Good gain. They'll call timeout. Ball's at midfield at the 25-yard line. 3rd down. So 3rd and 5 now. Tampa Bay's got to try and do something here. They are leading, so they don't have to really rush on this one. Because that is going to be a throw, and that one incomplete. He could not hang on as he went over the wall. And Cincinnati will call timeout. And they are actually going to go for it here. So unsure why they're going for it on this one, but okay. As that is going to be back to pass. They're going to throw that one in. Burns in front of it. Incomplete. Turnover on down. So Burns did his job on defense. Now we got to see if we can do something on offense now. 2 timeouts left for the Slash. Going to launch that one, and Rutledge has got it. Threw that one to the inside shoulder. Touchdown. And the Slash are getting right back into it. Now we can kill a little clock. We should be able to get the football back and might be able to actually get this game back in control. So we'll let the clock run down a bit here. I normally don't like killing clock in the shorter variations of things, but why not be able to? We'll run it down to about 5 seconds. And that kick will be straight as an arrow, up in and good. As the best kicker in the league is showing why. 12 seconds left on this, as that was a one-play 25-yard bomb from Russell to Rutledge. As they got it on the turnover on downs. Definitely great defense by the Slash in this one. They have played just hard enough to keep things under control, as this will go off the pole there. Vendross with the return. He'll get out to the 10. That's it. 9 seconds left. And Tampa Bay with 2 timeouts, as they will actually let the clock run here. I'm actually surprised at this. And that is going to be the end of the first half, as Tampa Bay will actually just let it go. At the end of one half of football, the Tampa Bay Storm lead this one over the Cincinnati Slash 21-17, as the home team Storm trying to let things slip a little bit, but they still have the lead. 1 point win is all that matters. And here we go, getting to the halftime. Getting to the stats now as we look it over. 21-17, the Storm lead this. They have a little bit of an advantage, but not as much as they should. 95 total offense versus 82, as they've got 12 yards rushing. The one thing, the Storm have gotten first down, Slash have not. Slash have been having a bit of trouble when it comes down to it. Over 2 on 3rd down for the Slash, over 1 on 4th down for the Slash, while the Storm 50% on both 3rd and 4th down, as the time of possession has basically been in the Storm's favor. Slash with 1 penalty in this, but it really hasn't cost them. Russell just having a horrible day today. 67.5 rating, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's 3 for 10 for 30% completion. No sacks yet against him, but Kaleo has been having a bit of trouble with being run down in the backfield, but he has had a better day. 125.8 rating, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 for 13 for 69% completions. He has gotten sacked, but also pressured a number of times. So that's going to be it for the first half. We will come back, and we will have the second half very shortly. See you soon. And we're back. Third quarter beginning now as the Tampa Bay Storm have to give it up to the Slash. So the Slash have an opportunity to take the lead here. As that is going to go out of bounds, thankfully, because I had the wrong player there. I had Rutledge and did not want to have Rutledge. Alright, so here we go. First down for the Slash in this one. Ball's on the 5-yard line, so we definitely got to see what we can do here on this. Bonner's going to go in motion. And there we go. Back to pass there. Rutledge was getting jammed up. We're going to launch that one. Rutledge has it. As Russell had to roll out. His pocket was starting to actually collapse a bit. So we rolled out and was able to get him. Alright, that was a good one there. So Rutledge with 4 catches. He's got 2 touchdowns, 112 yards on the day so far. Alright, gonna move in motion here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, throwing that one quickly, and that will be nearly caught, but dropped there. Good defense as Rutledge couldn't bring it down. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Ball again on the 15-yard line. And here we go. Oh, he got open there. Oh, and Russell unable to find anybody. They had zone, and I wasn't ready for it. As Russell's going to get sacked for the first time in the game. That's going to be a big loss. Third down and 19. So a huge loss there. So ball backed all the way up back to the 25-yard line. Well, here we go. Gonna launch that one and see if Rutledge has got it. He will actually reach up and get that touchdown Slash. And they will actually take the lead on that. Wow. And that amazing catch is actually going to give the Slash the first lead of the football game. So it definitely was a great thing to defer the kick. As McKenzie Homebreaker will kick another straight arrow kick up in and good. Slash take the lead 24-21. So they got to see what they can do here. 25-yard pass from Russell to Rutledge, and they go 4 plays and go the distance for a touchdown. As that kick will be a straight one. Let's see where it goes. That'll be off the net. And that will be Bendross getting it. It was a good try there, and Bendross is going to get flipped up in the air on Onomatopoeia with a tackle. Ball's going to be at the 13-yard line. Let's see how things go. May I try and see if I can run the football a little bit. See if maybe I can open that up. But don't want to give things up here as they're going to toss that out, and Parker's going nowhere. Good tackle. Cornelius Bonner, our linebacker, is there to make that one. No go on that one. So they try and run the big sweep, and it doesn't work out. Barnes, Golson, Vandiver out there on the line. And that's going to be a huge throw, and that's going to be a catch. Parker's gone. He beat his man. Bernard Bailey could not hang on. And so the Tampa Bay Storm will regain the lead here. So that is going to give them the lead back. Storm going to take over 27-24, extra point pending, as Cedar will kick this one up. That is up in and good. 28-24 now as the Storm take the lead on that one. 37-yard pass from Kaleo to Parker as Parker beat his man. And that's all that was. As that will go off the pole, Rutledge will get it. He's going to get a little bit of yards there, about to the 13. Not a bad return. We'll call it at the 12, though. Let's see what we can do this time. This is gonna be the time where we're gonna try and figure out what's gonna work here. I'm gonna go back to pass here. Uh-oh. Russell in trouble, and he's not gonna be able to get anything there. That's a loss of 6. So here we go. It's gonna be second and very long now. Rutledge getting jammed up. Gonna have to try and launch it to him. He'll get it. He'll get the touchdown. As he got jammed up at the line, but thankfully the line held enough to actually get him free, and he got the touchdown. So Slash will regain the lead here as Mackenzie Homebreaker will kick that straight down the middle. Up in and good. Slash now have it 31-28, but now they got to play defense. 2 plays, 44 yards. Russell hits Rutledge. And it's been nothing but a shootout for these two teams. The only big difference is the Storm have failed on a few times to connect. As this will be a good kick there. That one going to go off the net there to the right side. As, ooh, Moss with a huge hit there. Ha-ha. Nailed that guy. Down at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. We've got to see what we can do here. 1:22 left in the third. As Pearson out there at the linebacker spot. Now he's our fullback. As that is going to be a huge sack there. Oh, I believe that was Johnson that got through there. That was a huge sack. As yes, it was Johnson that made the sack on that one. Golston and Van Diver out there. Johnson goes to the left. Move a man in motion here. That was going to be a short, very quick throw. Shaw will get it. That might have been a 5-yard gain. It'll be down at the 12. They're going to give it 6 or 7 there. 3rd and 8. So now the Storm 2 for 4 on 3rd down. They have been doing a bit better. As Vendross off the line, there he goes. And that is going to be a huge hit there, and Vendross has it. Joseph Burns with a tackle, but it's a 1st down at the 22-yard line. Kaleo has been very tough to stop in this game, as he is 12 for 16, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns. He has been finding the guys he needs to. As that is going to be a toss out to the right, and Penwright might have got back to the line, might have got 1. And they will give him 1. That is it. 31-28. Slash with a very slim lead here. As Kaleo going to see what he can do this time. Back to pass. As they're going to throw that one to the left, and Joseph Burns was looking for an interception, but it was overthrown as Kaleo missed everybody. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Last couple of seconds tick off. Slash with a slim lead, but Tampa Bay threatening. It is 31-28, the Slash over the Storm at the moment. 1 more to go. Let's get into it. 3rd and 9 now. 23-yard line. It is on the Storm side of the field. So definitely got to see if they can do something here. If they can't, they have the option to go for it. And Van Diver's getting through, and the ball's on the ground. Van Diver's going to pick it up. It is going to be a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Harold Van Diver scores. So Harold Van Diver penetrates, strip sacks the quarterback, then picks up the football, and for good measure takes it the distance to score a touchdown. Defensive touchdown. That is his first. As Van Diver just penetrated, quickly swam past his guy, and basically just put that one in. That's going to be a delay of game, but all right. That's okay. I was too excited after that sack, so they'll back us up a bit. But you know what? It's McKenzie homebreaker. We don't have to worry about an extra 5-yard kick on this one. It's not Chris Shank. It's homebreaker. Homebreaker will put that one up in and good. That'll extend the lead to 10, 38-28. Slash with a defensive turnover, an 18-yard fumble return by Van Diver. Harold Van Diver. Trying to say his first name and his last name at the same time. That did not work. My tongue got confused. But you know what? We know who it was. We know what happened. It was a big score, as that is going to go off the right-hand side of the net. As Moss will clip Bendross and take him down. It was a good tackle by him to stop that man. He is dangerous. 1st and 10. Now for the Storm, as they have got to do something now. 134 yards for them on offense so far, as it has been pretty good for them, as there's a good pass, but in front of the receiver. Snow was covering, but he was not close enough to do anything there. Incomplete. 2nd down, as Kaleo might be a little rattled. We don't know. As Bendross off the line, Parker and Shaw left and right there. So this is going to be dumped off, and ooh, Joseph Burns was in front of it. Incomplete. If he had had that one, that could have been a pick 6. We've already had a scoop and score for 6, but oh well. 3rd down, Barnes, Goldstein, and Van Diver on the line. Bendross off the line there, and this was going to be a short one. Incomplete. And now they got to figure out what they're going to do. They are actually going to kick a field goal here. This is interesting. Sater's going to try and see if they can knock it down to 1-score lead. As they will try to kick that one deep. It will be wide. No, it actually goes through. That one looked like it might have been wide from the camera angle. But that was a huge kick. As that one just barely made that in by maybe a foot or a half a foot. Wow, what a kick. So Slash hanging on to a lead here. 38-31. Tampa Bay scores, and they're lessening the lead here. Rutledge will get the kickoff, and he will take this one back to about the 9. 1st down, Slash. All right, we're going to see if we can run the football. We've not done that all game. We're trying to see if we can do something here with it. So rushing so far on the season, we've not really done much. We're going to try something here. As that is going to be a run by Pearson. He might have got a couple there. So that's going to be, that'll make it 2nd and 8. So here we go. Ball's at the 11 now. And Russell's back to pass here on that one. Going to launch that one. And Rutledge has got it, and he's tripped up there at about the 10-yard line. 1st down and 10. They will mark it at the 11. As Rutledge now 209 yards receiving. As Pearson not able to get out of the backfield that time. That'll be 2nd down. All right, going to see what we can do this time. Back to pass here. Gonna throw that one in the direction of Bonner. He'll get it and get up for a touchdown. He was not touched down, and Bonner able to get back to his feet, and he scores. Wow, what a play. Cornelius Bonner. He shows that he can play some football as he just got nailed. Wow, that man he's a football player, people. And after that amazing little snag, the Slash about to take another 2-score lead here. It'll be a 14-point lead if they nail this one. 44-31 at the moment. And now that'll make it 45-31. So the Slash up by 14. They've got 2:21 left on the clock. If they can just hold the door, they've got it. 4 plays, 42 yards, ended on a 12-yard miracle from Russell to Bonner. Bonner able to get to his feet and get away from the defenders and score. As this will be a good kick, as that'll go between the uprights, and that'll go, wow, he's actually out of bounds there, and they actually let him have it as he got nailed about the 10-yard line. First down. I'm actually shocked that they let him have that one. Okay. 2:08 left in this game. All 3 timeouts for both teams. Got to see what we can do here. Barnes there on the line. Golston right next to him. And there's a throw right to Bernard Bailey. That's a pick. And that ball is going to be inside the 20-yard line. Slash have it. As coach over there, he's upset at Bendross, but it was not his fault. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe be able to do something. Hopefully Velcro might be able to get open. We'll just throw that toward Russell or Rutledge. We got to get rid of that one quick. That'd be a good gain there down at the 10-yard line. And Tampa Bay will call timeout as they're running out of time. Throw that in quickly. Rutledge has got it. That's going to be a first down. Ball at the 5. As that's what we were looking for there. First down. So now that's going to open things up here. And Russell going to look here. Back to pass. Throw that one quickly. That one be knocked down. Great defense there. As they were playing zone, and they needed to in that one. 2nd and goal. Ball is at the 4-yard line. Try and see if maybe get Pearson involved in the ground game again. If he can get blocks where he needs to, he'll have this one. And he'll get the pitch, and looks like he'll get a yard, but that's it. Pearson didn't quite have the speed. The linebacker came over there and made a good play. So we don't really need to do much here. We just got to try and play some good football. 3rd and goal on the 3-yard line. That's going to be a handoff. Pearson will get a couple, but won't quite get it. That'll be down at the 1. So I believe we could just settle for a field goal here, especially with only a minute left. I doubt they can do enough here as they call their final timeout. 1:10 left on the clock. The Slash look like they have this game in hand unless something spectacular happens. As that kick will be straight as an arrow, and that will be between the construction. Up in and good. 1:09 on the clock. Slash have extended their lead now to 17. 48-31. A 16-yard field goal by Mackenzie Homebrecker. They go 6 plays, 16 yards. And that is probably going to end it. As Homebrecker will kick the cover off the football there. This is going to be a big return. Oh, Bendross nailed. A couple of guys hit him there. It looked like Parker and maybe Moss. Either Marsh or Pearson hit him. One of the two. Somebody hit a number 40 that made a shot. So here we go. Last 60 seconds of this football game. The Slash look like they're going to extend a winning streak to a couple of games here. Back to pass here. And he's going to throw that one under duress. Bendross will catch it. That'll be an 11-yard gain as he goes down to a knee. And Damian Rutledge is going to get Player of the Game awards here in this game. Back to pass there. And ooh, he's going to get nailed. The ball's on the ground. Barnes rolls over and lays on it. Turnover. So Barnes basically just laid his hand on the football. They counted that one as him having it as they touched him. And that is going to be the second fumble for this Storm team. That is definitely not what they needed, as that is going to be a handoff to Pearson. He's going to go nowhere. Pearson has had trouble running the ball. We've had trouble. So this will be second down. And see if we can do something this time. That'll be a handoff there. Pearson will maybe get a yard. And that'll be 40 seconds left on the clock. And it'll tick down. So third down. All right, we're going to go back to pass here. We'll throw that one toward Bonner. He's got it as a first down. That'll end the game. As Bonner with a huge catch there at the 5-yard line. We'll try and see if we can run the ball one more time with Pearson. As Russell, 11 for 20, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. As that is going to be a handoff. Pearson's going to get nailed, as there's no blocking on that one. We'll try and, they're going to stop the clock with the loss there, but that's okay. So 9 seconds left. I'll hand that one off. Pearson will get a yard, and that is going to be pretty much it there. As the clock will run down. That is going to be the end of the ball game, everybody. The Slash come into town, and they cause all kinds of problems. They come back, and then they hold on 48-31 over the Tampa Bay Storm. Cincinnati Slash came in and showed that they were playing some serious football today. As it looked like we were going to have some more trouble on defense, but hey, things started to work out, and I do like the black and white, how that's going together on the jersey, how it looks good with the black stripe on the orange pants. We're definitely going to keep this for a bit. And we're going back to a home game next week. So week 9, definitely a good week for us as we end up winning this one. Slash win it 48-31 over the Storm. Ended up with 4 rushing yards on the day, 233 passing for the Slash, while the Storm had 7 rushing, 145 in the air. Both teams with the same number of first downs there. The problem in this game, though, the Storm gave the ball away 3 times. They had 1 takeaway, but it was too much to overcome as the Slash won it because of it. They were 2 for 5 on the day in third down, though they did not get the 4th down attempt. Well, the Storm ended up being 3 for 7 on the day, 1 for 2 on 4th down as well. No penalties for the Storm in this game, so that was definitely an interesting thing. Russell will end the day on a positive note, 122.1 rating, 246 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. He will end with an 11 for 20 day, 55% completion. He did get sacked twice there in the second half. His longest pass was the 44-yarder. Then John Kaleo, sub 100, 98.9 rating, 151 yards, He had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was 13 for 22. So not bad on the completion percentage with 59, but he also got sacked twice. His longest pass was a 37-yarder, while Sherman Pearson gets 4 yards carrying out 8 attempts, so half a yard per attempt there. Thankfully, no fumbles. Penwright able to get 7 yards out of 3 carries. Dickerson 2 for 4, while Parker able to get 2 yards out of 3 attempts. And then Kaleo had a run that was he avoided a sack that way. Receiving yards, Demetrius Bendross 5 for 51 yards, while Scott Parker 5 for 83 yards and 3 touchdowns. Terrell Shaw had 2 for 15, and Smith had 1 for 2 yards, while the Slash, it basically was Rutledge today. 9 catches, 222 yards, 4 touchdowns on the day for him, while Cornelius Bonner with a couple of catches for 24 yards and 1 touchdown. Blocking for the Storm definitely was good. Jared Penwright with 4 pancakes on the day. Ricker, Parker, Shaw, and Grimm each with a pancake on that, but Ricker and Penwright allowed a sack, while Barnes actually able to get a pancake in this game. Pearson and Handiver both with a sack allowed in this one. Defensively, the Storm looked like this. Parker with 6 tackles. Then Hill with 4 tackles. Surtain with 3. He missed a couple of tackles but got a sack, while Huey Whitaker with an interception. He had 3 tackles. And then Booker and Shaw with a couple of tackles there. And then Grimm with a sack. So definitely good for him in that one. While DeJuan Moss with 4 tackles on the day. Joseph Burns also with 4. Onomatopoeia, Velcro, and Bailey each with 3 tackles there. Bernard Bailey also with the interception late in the game. While we look at Deontay Parker with a couple of tackles, Barnes with a couple, Pearson with a couple, Bonner with a couple and a missed tackle, Golston with 1 tackle, Johnson with a sack, and Vandiver also with a sack in the game. And as for kicking, Sater able to hit his 1 field goal from 56 yards. He did not miss otherwise, as well as Homebreaker also hit a 56-yarder and then also hit 1 from under 40 yards. So he definitely was doing good today for certain. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'm hoping that you will stay tuned. Week 10 will be coming up soon. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and may God bless you. If you also like and subscribe, it really helps out. Thank you very much. God bless.